Hey, it's Sharon and Chris here with To Infinity and Beyond Travels. Today we are going to talk about food, and we're going to talk about Chris's top 10 favorite things to eat when he is at Disney.
All right, we're going to be talking about my top 10 foods that I've had in and around the Disney parks, even including Disney Springs. And again, kind of like Sharon did with hers, no particular order. I'm not going to say this is like, ranked 10 to number 1 or either way. This is just off the top of my head, things I've had that I really, really enjoy. Let's start with number 1, and that is the brisket over mac and cheese at the Plaza restaurant in Magic Kingdom. What can I say about this? I had this a couple years ago when we were there before COVID, and it was an amazing meal. I like mac and cheese, don't eat it a lot, but I really like it when I do have it, and I love like barbecue brisket. So those two combined together in a dish, absolutely amazing. It was absolutely delicious. And then COVID hits and they took it off the menu, and they still have not returned it to the menu. So I haven't had it since.
The first time we went after COVID, I looked up the menu and I told Chris it wasn't on there, and I think he almost cried.
I was close. Tears were welling up.
Like he talked about it for months. And like every week or two he'll ask, did they get the mac and cheese back yet?
It was that good. Like, it was really that good. So
and I remember when you ordered it, because he's very healthy, and he usually orders like a meat and a salad or vegetable. And that day he ordered a mac and cheese and brisket, and I was like, who is this person? And he loved it.
It was so good. Like, Disney's the place to indulge, and so when I saw that on the menu, I'm like, I gotta try it, and it was so delicious. I'm glad I did, but still keep my fingers crossed someday that comes back. So
now,
Disney,
not on your list, but
wasn't bad. It was okay.
now not on your list, but honorable mention for mac and cheese and brisket.
Yes, Flame Tree Barbecue at Animal Kingdom. Just stumbled onto this about a year ago or less than a year ago when we were there. I didn't even realize they had it, and we went up to mobile order, and there it was on the mobile order menu, and so we tried it. It's actually a decent sized portion, and it tastes pretty good. So hey, I'm not getting it at the Plaza, but I can get it at Flame Tree Barbecue at Magic Kingdom, so at least I have a second choice there.
Not as good, but
not as good, but not bad. Still not bad, exactly. All right, on to number 2, the chicken and waffles at the Grand Floridian Cafe. Again, had this a couple years ago, about the same time that I had the brisket over mac and cheese at the Plaza before COVID. Had this for a breakfast or a lunch when we were there, and it was absolutely delicious. A big waffle, chicken breast, it was just the works. It was delicious. And then it disappeared off the menu as well, my luck. But they have brought that back. The last trip we had it there, and again, just like I remembered, it was very, 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 very delicious. So that's a good meal for me. I like it. Number 3. The Bison Burger at Geyser Point at Wilderness Lodge. What can I say about this particular dish? I mean, I get it every single time we go to Geyser Point. I've never had anything else there. Like, I can't make myself try something else. I get the Bison Burger every time because it is so good and so consistent every single time. I'm the kind of person that Sharon likes to try different things when she goes out to eat. Good, bad, or indifferent. She tries different things. I am the kind of person that when I find something that I like, I order it every single time because I like consistency. I like to know that my meal's going to be good every single time. So that's what it's been with this Bison Burger. Every single time, consistent, delicious, flavorful. It's the same every time I get it. So that's why I go for it. And I would highly recommend you guys give it a try if you haven't yet. So
yeah, I've had it and I love it too. And also, we've done a video on Geyser Point. We've done a review, so make sure you check that out too.
Do it. Number 4, Satuli Canteen back in Pandora, right as you get off a flight of passage there. There's a combination bowl that I've had there a couple times, and I really, really like it. It's chicken and beef. I think I get rice and some other stuff in there. It's just a really tasty bowl, and makes a great combo. Pretty filling, actually, and a pretty good sized portion for Disney, So if you haven't tried that, give it a shot. Satuli Canteen is a really cool place back there, tucked back in there. You don't really know it's back there sometimes, but search it out and give it a shot. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, you can mobile order, and you might be able to just walk up and order.
All right, number 5, the Volcano Roll at Tefenito Sushi.
At Epcot.
At Epcot, back in Japan at Epcot. So Whew. Sharon actually had this. We went there about a year ago, and I had something different. Sharon had this as her main meal, and I had a little piece of it.
A little piece?
That's how I remembered. I had like a little piece of it. Maybe I ate half of it. I don't even know.
I think you did.
Either way, it was absolutely delicious. Some of the best sushi I've ever had. So again, to be honest, I'm not a huge sushi eater. Sharon loves sushi. I'm not a huge sushi eater. So for me to find a particular type of sushi that I like is a big, big deal. It was, the texture, it had a crunchy texture.
It was grilled.
It's the only one that's grilled, I think, on that menu. Yeah. And there's something about it, and there's like some special sauce over it. Absolutely delicious. If I ever go there again, I will get that sushi for my main course. So if you're a sushi person, definitely give that a shot.
And we didn't know this when we went there, but Tefenito is like a Japanese steakhouse. So you go and you sit by the big...
Like the grill, like the
big grill.
Hibachi grill, yeah.
Yeah, and they make it for you. So this is grilled sushi. And it was spicy, and it was a little too spicy for me because I don't like any spice. And so it was delicious, and I tried to force myself to eat it, but like I went through like 5 waters. So it was too spicy for me, and it wasn't terribly spicy.
No.
But I mean, I might give it 2. It's that good.
It's that good. On to number 6, Yak and Yeti at Animal Kingdom, the honey chicken. I believe I got this at the quick service version of the Yak and Yeti back there.
I think you can still get it at the restaurant.
Probably. But I remember this being the quick service. So kind of like Sharon liked with her tempura shrimp, I like the honey chicken there, and it was absolutely delicious. I mean, it seems pretty basic. It's your basic honey chicken, like a breaded chicken with like a sweet honey sauce on it, rice on the side, maybe some vegetables in there, but pretty basic, but again, really, really tasty. I mean, when you're walking around the park and you kind of get hungry, this is a great little stop and a good little menu for you to try some different things. So honey chicken, thumbs up for me.
And that Yak and Yeti quick service, like the prices are so much lower than the Yak and Yeti restaurant. So it's a good alternative. Although if you do try Yak and Yeti restaurant, that is a Landry's restaurant, so make sure you watch our video on the Landry's card, because if there's a long wait, the Landry's card will get you right in.
Yeah. Number 7, probably the fullest I've ever been in my entire life.
I don't know about that. There's been lots of
It's got to be close. Like it's top 2 or 3, the fullest I've ever been in my life. Liberty Tree Tavern, that entire meal that you get there. It's like a family style meal that they just keep bringing to your table. Meal. It's a Thanksgiving meal, exactly like she said. And I mean, we could do a whole video just on that, but I'll tell you, Sharon already mentioned the pot roast that she liked. This is the same or very similar pot roast as far as meat goes. It's absolutely delicious, and I probably had, I don't know how many servings of that, way too many. It was delicious, along with all the other goodies they bring with it. So I'm gonna say the pot roast portion of that meal in addition to the ooey gooey toffee cake dessert. Now, I mean, I don't even know what to say about that. That might be one of the best, if not the top 2 or 3 desserts I've ever had in my entire life. It is so good, and it's at the end of a meal when you're already stuffed, so you just keep stuffing yourself. Amazing though, absolutely amazing. If you have never tried the Liberty Tree Tavern meal, that Thanksgiving meal, please save up and do it. Do it just one time in your life. You will not regret it, I promise.
And here's a little pro tip. At the beginning, they give you rolls and a salad. Just tell the server, no, never mind that. Just bring on the food, because you're going to be regretting that you wasted any.
Yeah, don't waste any stomach space on rolls and salads. Save it for the main course and dessert. I promise you'll thank us for that. Number 8, the spring rolls at Magic Kingdom. You can get them typically right there as you're walking into the main entrance of Adventureland. So delicious.
But they're not always out.
No,
they're only out sometimes.
Yeah, they've been out more and more. I've noticed we've been there, and maybe they're getting a lot of feedback from the people who are at the park. Like, let's make some more of these things because they're really good.
They were actually on my list. Like they were on both of our lists, but I had so much. I'm like, well, okay, you can have these. And you can choose between cheeseburger or pizza, and I always get one of each, and there's pizza sauce, and there's some white sauce. I forget what it is.
I do too.
But, I mean, these are so good.
Yeah, great little snack. I mean, they're the kind that you eat and you want more instantly. Like, you just want to buy another plate of them, and you just can't. So
it's just good for a little snack.
They're a teaser, but they're really a really good teaser. So. Number 9 for me is the dessert at T-Rex at Disney Springs. Now, we've talked about this in another video that we did the Landry card video. So, but I wanted to include it here because, again, it's such a great dessert. It is the chocolate extinction, they call it, and it is like these 3 or 4 brownie pillars with toffee crumbled, maybe Heath bar crumbled up over top of them. There is ice cream and caramel and chocolate drizzle. I mean, this is an awesome dessert. It's really made for 4 people. Sharon and I have eaten it, just the 2 of us.
We didn't finish it.
We didn't. We took some back to our resort with us and had it for
Just
breakfast, which was delicious.
Yeah,
just the brine part, but it was really, really good. So that's one of those that I have a really difficult time passing up every time we go to Disney and find our way to Disney Springs. It's like, maybe we should go over and hit the chocolate extinction dessert. But
and it's fun when they bring it out because all the dry ice and there's all kind of smoke. Yeah, and there's a similar one at Rainforest Cafe.
Yeah, something similar.
Very close.
Yep.
And that comes out with a sparkler, and that's fun too.
Good stuff. And last but not least, number 10 on my list is the good old-fashioned Dole Whip. I happen to like the Dole Whip, the pineapple swirl. So it's the pineapple with the vanilla. I like that. I've had them all. I've had most of them. I've even had the one at the Poly where you get a shot of rum in it. That's very, very tasty.
Yeah,
I like that one. That's very good.
Yeah.
But I do like just the old general swirl, pineapple swirl one that you can get in Magic Kingdom. So when it's hot, you just need something. That's a really, really good dessert. So.
And there's also one back at Magic Kingdom at Storybook Treats, and it is lime Dole Whip, a float with Sprite. Yeah. And that's really good.
Yeah, we tried that. It's pretty good. I've had that. So.
Yeah. But I mean, you can't beat a Dole Whip.
Good old fashioned Dole Whip. Can't beat it.
I think we were there one trip and we had like at least one a day.
I think you're right. Every day we had a Dole Whip. It was good. All right, so there you have it. My top 10 favorite things I've had at the Disney parks in Disney Springs. But I'm sure they're different from yours. So leave us some comments below and let us know what you like to have when you go to the parks.
Yep. And give us some pixie dust. Give us a like.